Hello, my name is Mark Sanders, and I'm a PFT for GoodLife Innovations, and we've been involved with GoodLife for about 9 years.
And my name is Ashley Sanders, and I'm a professional family teacher, also known as a PFT. And like my husband said, we've been with GoodLife a little over 9 years.
Hi, Scott. You smile? This is Scott.
And he's been with GoodLife and the Sanders family for a little over 4 years.
I was a teacher, a special education teacher, and I currently am a special education teacher and also a team lead in some leadership roles.
Yep, and prior to coming to GoodLife, I always worked in caregiving, child care, or site facilities for teenagers. But I'm an entrepreneur, so that's what I do currently. We had moved to Houston for a year, but we wanted to come back home. So coming back to Kansas, we had talked to GoodLife about our return, and that we were wanting to, serve someone in our home.
I was introduced to it by one of my former students' parent, and she thought it'd be a good idea, or actually seeing if we knew someone who would be a good fit for this motto, and talking about it with my wife, and we just kind of thought about it and prayed about it. It's like, man, this would be a good opportunity for us. I'm already in the field, and we both are caregivers at heart, and thought this would be a unique opportunity. Thank you, Scott. Unique opportunity to blend that with our family and kind of raise our kids in this environment as well, and that we saw the opportunity to make an impact and to utilize our home, and it's been a great fit ever since. So
so we had the opportunity to meet Scott's mother over the phone. It was like instant. We knew within that conversation that was the perfect fit. I think it was for spring break. We had an opportunity to meet Scott and his mother and Aunt as well. And again, it was just like we've known each other for years, And so we spent time together. We talked about things that we liked, what Scott liked. Our kids were there, and it was just a process after that. We just kept spending time together. We kept talking and communicating. I think the unique part about being a PFT at GoodLife is the comfort and the peace of mind that a guardian gets, knowing that their loved one is in a family setting versus a group home setting.
It's a different option, and this seems to be a really good fit for our family and what GoodLife, the support they provide. I think it's just a perfect match. And we're like extended family, and so that's what I love about it. It's like you get that full family experience, and we get to all experience that together. So there was no pressure to, hey, we're just gonna put an individual in your home and you're stuck. It's like a mutual agreement. We got a chance to meet the families and have a discussion with them, and as appropriate, we got to meet the client, so they wouldn't get overly stimulated from a new situation. And it was just really a nice, smooth transition. And once we both parties felt, comfortable, then we went through with the process, and we felt really good about, going along the journey, and then we felt good about our decision. So.
Yeah, and what I loved about the process was, like Mark said, we were able to talk to the different guardians. We got to hear their needs, hear their heart. They got to hear our needs as a family, and understand our schedules, and if they can imagine their loved one being a part of our schedule. And so when we found a perfect match, it's even also like having that family setting for our children, like sitting down, talking to them, explaining what's getting ready to happen, how do they feel, because it's really important for the children or whoever's in the home to understand what's all going on and be a part of it. Mm-hmm. We had staff that come through the home and walked us through things, and explain how to set up things for safety and emergency situations.
Yeah, the training is very thorough. You get, especially even with me, working in this field, it's an extension of this field, and some things you don't know, and then you're happy that you have training on that, and some things are a good refresher, and just that having to renew every year and doing keep abreast of our trainings is really good. It helps you feel competent. It's just a sense of comfort that for them to highlight those things that are important lets us know that this is a good place to be.
I would just say, just make sure that you create a sense of support around you through your family and friends, and also within the GoodLife community, and then always have time for yourself as a caregiver, period.
The respite piece is definitely an important part of this, to really have that time to have mental breaks, and to know, like Ashley said, that we have an opportunity to meet individuals we do respite for, or vice versa. And so that system that's set up for us to do that is very comforting.
And so the blessing about being a PFT is that you create this community outside of your own family, which is an extended family. And so you just support one another in your needs for respite. And so that's been a blessing. And then also things have been put in place for us to receive respite, so that the guardian and for us to have a sense of peace when we know that when we leave, that Scott will be taken care of, and his needs will be met.
Yeah, I would say the most challenging part is just ensuring that we have balance. Make sure we're meeting everybody's needs with our family dynamics, with our children, and sports schedules, and making sure we're meeting Scott's needs and his extracurricular activities. But it is doable, and I feel like we've managed to do pretty well with it. But it's definitely a challenge, and we have to stay on top of it. So,
I would say again, it's a better. I would say a better setup for an individual to get that sense of family. It's more specialized, I would say. It's more specialized, it's more personal, it's relational. You're not having different staff coming in and out. It's long-term, it's more long-term than short-term.
I think it's very important, just because individuals in this community, they have different needs. And so this tends to be the model that we enjoy, and we and our families that we work with have also enjoyed the model. So that's why it's very important, because it's just don't feel like they're just kind of putting them away, but it allows the parents to remain involved, and open door policy. We kind of work together with each other's schedules. They can come pick them up on the weekend if they want, or and vice versa. We hang out together as family. So it's just it's like a true extended family opportunity that we enjoy. So
his mother, we have a conversation all the time, and she just talks about how blessed she is to know that that her son is comfortable coming home to us after being with her. She talks about how excited he is about getting back home. She talks about how he's matured from being away from her, because that's all he knew was his mother. And so she's always let us know that we feel like, or she feels like, we're her children, and our children, her grandchildren, that she adopted. And so it's just exciting just to know that everybody needs love, and so it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah, and I would say, if you're interested in being a part of GoodLife, just reach out to the company and get some more information. And if you get an opportunity to meet some guardians or go through the process, just really be open and honest about your needs, your personal and family needs, and then get a chance to meet an individual, get to know their needs. And it's really no pressure, that's what I would say. So just, if you want to explore it, at least explore it, give it a shot and explore it and see if it's the right fit for you. I always say, love gives, and it's an opportunity that we can, share this, what God has blessed us with, share our experiences, share our skill set, and also teach our children that it's good not to be judgmental, and to accept everybody and see the highlights in everybody's life. And be able to give back, whenever they can. So that's what's the most rewarding to me.
Yeah, I love the opportunity of going out in the community because, for one, it shows others that there's no limitation, for individuals who may look different.
We, take trips to, go to the zoo or go out to the park, and just to see people's reactions, and see the love that's being shared. We've had individuals walk up and just random strangers and say they can appreciate what we do, and we get a chance to tell them about GoodLife, and it's just a beautiful thing. And our children, they get to experience that as well. So
yeah, one experience in particular, we went to the hotel locally, and we went swimming, and that was the most fun we ever had. And Scott he just had the biggest smile ever, and you could just tell he appreciated the moment. And our family members, they were they're just excited to see him be able to be a part of us all being in the water and playing and relaxing, and then going back up to the hotel and watching movies together. It was really special. I would say that my favorite part about being a PFT provider is the exposure my children get, as far as communicating with others who communicate differently, and learning how to think of others outside of themselves. I mean, it's really helped me as a parent to just, train them on how to treat others. That's been exciting, and not only my children, my family, and people in the community, just to be able to bring that awareness that we're all human beings, we all have a soul, and we all want the same thing. And so it's been exciting because I never seen myself as a teacher. I thought that was Mark's thing. I was giving that to him, right? But it's been exciting because it helped me develop to be a better mother, a better daughter, a better wife, I would say.
Yeah, and I would agree. My favorite part is just the love and the unity that we get to express to each other as a family, and especially with our family dynamics. It's just an opportunity to share that life is about helping others, and knowing that life is, is bigger than us.